Bing introduced this idea to me that he had talked about with Dora. I didn't even know that. And he talked about this internet treasure, and he talked about this concept that it could be the thing that our generation is remembered for. That there was the people who built the skyscrapers in the early 1900s, and what if in 100 years, what our generation is remembered for, the greatest thing that we gave to the world, were these digital skyscrapers like Facebook and Google and Facebook and eBay and Amazon and I immediately realized that that's what my career was about. And he just put something into words that I had struggled for 15 or 20 years around because I couldn't articulate it. And what was so amazing for me is I was like, oh, it's so obvious. That's what I've been trying to do all this time. Is because my career, and since I've been on like this talk show circuit the last couple days, like a lot of these quotes of things I've said have gotten out. But I said, I've been kicked out of all these big companies I worked at because I was either too entrepreneurial or a smart ass, or I didn't believe in paying dues, or whatever things make you not get kicked out.
You just never found a boss who fully appreciated you.
Yeah, but I had pursued the wrong goals. So one lesson that I hope to leave you guys with is, if you want to go be entrepreneurs, is set your real goals early, because I didn't do that. And by the way, I tried to, but I just didn't have perspective. So I thought my goal when I started my first company was to have a great return for my investors. And I did. And then I thought my goal with my second company was a sustainable business, and we did. And it wasn't until I started Tribe that I started getting on my real life path, which he said years later was to create an internet treasure. And what I realized that I had not achieved and what I wanted so badly was really immortality. I mean, I think that what we all want on some level, I mean, especially if you have a big ego, or if you have a great historical view of yourself, or you want to, or you're full of it, you hope that you can leave something, have world impact, right? Like, we want to do something that changes the world. And I started realizing my only shot at it was through this new media internet career. That was going to be it. I wasn't going to be the world's greatest at anything else. And so it was not until I started Tribe that I started pursuing that. And what a waste. I mean, that I had just wasted so many years of my career. I learned, but I hadn't had the right goals. And so I met Bing, and he introduced this concept to me. And I thought, OK, an internet treasure is some kind of consumer service that we can't remember life without. We can't remember life before Google or life before BlackBerry, right? And I thought, oh my God, that's what I want to do. And the rest is just a means to an end. It's bullshit. So there's no reason to sell your company. There's no reason to go public. There's no reason for any of this stuff. If you have that perspective on what you want to do, then the rest is fool's gold. It's just things that are going to pull you off your path. It's just distractions. So Bing gave me that, and that was one thing we put up here that we wanted to make sure we talked about.